Hello, and thank you for coming today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Amber Wright. I came from being a shy little girl who wanted to draw as good as her brother to a graduate at Full Sail University with a bachelor's degree in game art. With all that I've learned, I feel I would be able to use my imagination to its maximum potential working with Sony. With games like The Last of Us and Uncharted, and the special attention to detail that this company is known for, I know that I would be a great fit. I hear people say, I can't draw at all. I can't even draw a straight line all the time. It's a phrase that bothers me a lot. It's so discouraging, and I say this to these people every time. I use myself and my own story as a perfect example to prove to them that they can learn to draw. They can learn to do anything they want if they just practice and don't give up. My journey started when I was just 5 years old. My brother was taught a few drawing techniques by our dad, who was pretty good himself. My brother would try to teach me these things, but even with that, I was never as good as him. We would pick a Disney movie and each draw the same cover, and every time his would look so good and mine was just a mess. I remember feeling so envious of him and his talent. I sat down one day when I was 14 years old and said to myself, I'm going to learn to draw if it kills me. I'm going to practice every day until I get to be as good as my brother. And so I did that. You can do anything you want if you just practice, was what I repeatedly said to myself. After my first real attempt at drawing, I showed my brother and the rest of my family. It turned out pretty good. I got good reviews on it. But if it was a failure, I was going to trash it and try again, and no one would ever know. I spent my time mostly perfecting my skills as an artist. I even played with digital art and 3D art. I wanted to learn Photoshop so badly that I ruined a few computers trying to get a free version of the software so I can learn. Unfortunately, Christmas of 2004, I lost my mother suddenly and unexpectedly. She and I were very close. She was everything to me. For a long time after her passing, I didn't want to do art. I didn't have the drive or the will. I would pull out paper and pencil and try because it felt so wrong to not be doing art, but I would get started on a piece and then quickly lose interest. A year later, I graduated high school, and with that accomplishment came inspiration to try my art again. It was because of my love for art and character design that I even gained an interest for game art. I started diving into video games even more than before. The amount of detail and designs and gameplay has always impressed me. In April 2018, I sadly lost my grandmother to lung cancer. My father wasn't around, so she was always like a second mother to me. I lost my drive again, watching her go through chemo and all that suffering. I felt pretty alone. I had no other parents or grandparents left. It felt so easy to just slip into bad habits and lose myself. In the end, I decided I didn't want to let this bring me down like before with losing my mom. I wanted to do something for my future, so I enrolled in Full Sail University. I took many courses that helped expand my talents. I took a class in model creation where I learned developing characters to scale and proportion. The 3D animation course was especially helpful in helping me learn to animate sequences of movement. It was in game animation where I learned how much I enjoyed developing characters with immense detail and making them come to life on the screen. But with Full Sail, I applied my motto, that I can do anything I want if I want it enough. Today, my brother says I'm better than him, which wasn't even my goal. I felt so shocked when he said that to me. It inspired me to go on and get even better. But with enough passion, drive, and practice, I learned anyone can do anything they set out to do. Certain losses have made me lose that drive, but my passion for creating has always come back. I will always strive for that drive and passion on your team. Sony can gain a fresh brain and set of skills that can transcend and bring new unthought of characters to your games. I ask that you see what I can do, because with a little motivation and practice, I can do anything I set my mind to. Thank you.